9:30, yeah, 9:30. So I'm going to let you take the lead and answer questions. I've got a whole.
Are we live?
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello. I have the gorgeous Sheila here with me. We've just been having a bit of a catch up, and you're gorgeous, and thank you so much for helping me with that. She helped me with something, and because I've been doing this for a couple of years, but these things are going more and more. As I'm doing more, I'm getting more things, more in the clairvoyant range and things like that, and it's sometimes a bit scary. So it's nice to be able to talk to somebody about that. I've got to go grab my notebook. You actually see my notebook, but if anyone's got any questions for Sheila.
This is my girl. This is my girl. This is Chrissey here. She's the same. Yeah, she's the same sweet person off camera as she is on camera. You guys get a treat every time she comes on Facebook or
I love this
on
woman
YouTube.
so much. And in Australia, if we call you a biatch, it's a compliment. and you, I am so jealous of your hair because I was noticing it with that halo thing behind you.
Oh,
you look like freaking Madonna, and I look like Madam Mim from The Sword and the Stone.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Well, thank you.
I'm just going to go grab my notebook. But yeah, so hold the fort.
All right, I'll hold the fort. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, early birds. Good morning, geek greeter. Goodness gracious, I can't speak.
She does. She looks like a Madonna with that thing behind her. I think you were reading comments before when you were on with Linda, and I thought, oh my God, I've seen pictures of the Madonna, and you had that similar serene look on your face. I was like, I'm not jealous much. I have been writing notes. This is one page of notes. This is not foolscap A4. Another page of notes and half a page of notes, and that's all since I was last on Sunday morning.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you doing the RV work and the remote viewing and doing this work is incredibly important. And Chrissy, being that you have one of those eidetic memories, goodness gracious, I would highly encourage you getting anything and everything, every hits that you have, and writing them down and.
Oh yeah, I just
and start talking. Yeah.
So we are open for questions, guys. But I've got some notes, and I'm going to ask Sheila if she wants to do a reading on me. Okay, let's see. Where's the note?
Am I okay? Am I doing a reading that you're asking me?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay.
Were any of the House reps directly involved in getting the maps to people? And if they were, will they be found out and chucked out?
All right, so that's a couple of spreads there. So let's see if there's any of the House reps. We truly believe that it was one of the police officers that gave them the map. One of the that's what the feeling has been is that the one of the cops that knew, because the cops that go around the building would be able to do anything really.
They would, yeah, and they
have 100% access. That's what their job is.
So I mean, I do feel that some of them were communicating with people outside. Like the reps, like that Lauren Robert.
Yeah, this is the strong family. The strong family ties. When you're talking about police officer and law enforcement, strong family ties. Now I got the 3 of Pentacles was craftsmanship, and I also got wealth and happiness. Like the cop was paid off. They paid off to do what he's like. We'll pay you a lot of money for this, and that's what he took. But I also have the star, faith and hope, which is over the King of Cups, which tells me that it was in law enforcement. So when you have faith and hope is represents of the law enforcement community, and then the King of Cups underneath there is the compassionate component of law enforcement. I don't think any of them, but what I do want to know is that second part in there was anybody in the Senate helping them out, like
Yeah.
communicating with the mob.
In the House of Reps, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
With regard to that, I got embattlement, someone who's feeling embattled, manipulation or decision making, trying to decision make. I do feel that there are people that were sympathetic to the cause and just let their sympathies and their empathy or their sympathies with the cause override their oaths, and that's a shame. That's a shame. You have a right to your political opinion, no matter who you are. But if you take an oath, you have to step right aside from that, and someone's going to be brought to justice in that. Yeah,
they're under a spell. That's the only thing I can. The only way I can explain it is they're literally under a spell, a black spell that has been placed over top of them, and they fell into it. And that's what the problem with a lot of them is if you know you can be manipulated, and you are a manipulator. That's what happens.
Yeah, it's yeah.
The delusion. See, they're all in that delusional lifestyle. They're in that delusional thinking. They fell into the magic, into the the delusional illusion, wishful thinking. We have success and happiness. They wished for the happiness, but they're internally fighting now. They're turning on each other.
Oh,
they're turning on each other now. Which, I watched. Did you watch the thing with Lindsey Graham where he was in the airport?
Yes, I did.
I watched it over and over with glee. I'm like, you deserve this, Lindsey. You deserve this.
He does. I feel profound sadness with Lindsey Graham, but only because of just the wasted potential. And
he could have been. He could have had the end of a great career. He could have ended on a high note, but this is how he has to end.
He could have stayed centrist, turned his light towards Mitt Romney or whatever, and he needs a stronger light to guide him, obviously, because his lodestar was lost when McCain died, and then he there, and it's a real shame. Now, Lauren Boebert, Bloblet, Lauren Bloblet. Lauren, it's a strange name.
Do you remember? Have you watched the little snippet of Ted Cruz trying to kiss his daughter?
No.
So there's a little snippet about Ted Cruz trying to kiss his daughter, and his daughter, somebody is holding on there, maybe grandpa is holding her and trying to pass her, and he's trying to kiss his own daughter, and she's like, no. I mean, she's like, hurt. So
he's being demonized on television, and his kids are seeing it, and I think that it's going to tear his family. I won't read on his family or anything.
No, but okay. So who did you say? What was the name that you wanted me to read on?
Laura Boebert was that representative.
Oh, Bogart. I was saying Roberts when I was on.
Yeah, I know. It's a strange name. It's a strange name. Hi, everyone. I haven't said names because I haven't gone through and said hello to everyone because Sheila can only join me for half an hour, so I thought we'd get right into it. And
hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
All right, let's read on her. Laura Bogart.
We know the one, the representative who sent out that tweet saying Nancy Pelosi's out of the room. What's going on with her? She's
from Colorado. She lives up here in the mountains. We cannot believe she got in. We're still going, how did you get in? Because Colorado went completely blue. Completely. We have no idea how she got in. She cheated somehow. We believe it. There's no way.
Come out.
I hope so.
In the future for this lady,
Laura,
because Nancy. Oh, look what I got for her. That was all the energy around her at the moment. She's painted herself into a corner, and her challenge is going to be trying to avoid justice that goes against her. really paved her way with a lot of hidden obstacles. I love all the corporate people. No, some have just suspended all corporate donations to either side regardless for 6 months. Anywhere from 3 to 6 months they've suspended donations, past leading up to the Republican Party. So her past is leading up to her being in this position in the Republican Party. New and stupid and not as smart as she thinks she is.
I got the full too.
Yeah.
I got the full too.
This is the page. The page of Pentacle, of course, can indicate someone who's very intelligent, but if you have it reversed, it didn't come out reversed, but I feel like it should be. It's you're not as smart as you think you are.
Correct.
In her immediate future is an office she doesn't want. Assessment, reap what you sow. You helped. You're a weed in this garden. You've been sown there for a reason. People see someone who's going to have to make a really critical decision about her future. I think if she doesn't resign, she's going to get turned. She's hoping she can avoid exposure, but she fears she's not going to be able to. Her outcome, hope. She's still holding out some hope that she can retain her position. She might hang in there, but she's going to have to do some fast talking to keep her position. So she might hang in there, but she's going to have to do some real fast talking to keep her position. She's got some hope there, but she's going to have.
If she's hoping for her Colorado people to re-elect her, she's probably sadly mistaken.
I don't think she's got a future beyond this term. I think she'll see the term out, but she'll have to do some fast talking to get to do that.
Well, that's what fast movement. She got in there fast. That was the thing that we were worried. I asked, how did she get in?
She snuck in.
Movement.
Yeah. Snuck in under the radar.
Unexpected news. Yeah, she got in. We had the Emperor. So the Emperor helped her in, and then the Ace of Cups underneath that, which is new birth, new love. Right? She got that position. We also got the Fool, the new beginning for her. But I also have the World and the Nine of Cups, and then her downfall.
I got the Nine of Cups too, which is she may be tied to Trump more closely.
Yep. Luxury. She luxury. Yeah, she wanted everything that the Republicans were offering her, but that was her downfall. I don't think we know who you are now.
She might remain seated, but she's going to have to do some fast talking to do it. There's some hope for her to remain in office, but she's going to have to do some fast talking, and she is going to be tied to the greedy merchant in some way. So
you're going to have to give me a minute. I have to let go of some coffee. Hang on.
That's all right, Tracy. I'll see you in a couple of minutes, okay? Okay. FBI warnings. I've got so many notes. And why Sheila's gone, hello, everyone. Hello, Clarence, Human Generics, Sophie Edwards, Debbie Fitzsimmons, Greta, I saw you there, Susan Sype, Santua. Everyone. Keisha, hi. Melinda Ducha, hi. Just hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. Kathy W. Robin Arvin, I saw you earlier there. Asandra, I've written down all the names. Laura Bogert, is that her name? Laura Bogert, yeah. And I've got the other names to read on. I also want to read on Mo Brooks. And Emmy, hello. Will they accept the offer of troops? Will you accept the offer of troops from other countries?
Okay.
Hey, of course. You want to have a look at
I'm a
Emmy,
woman of a certain age. I can't hold it no more.
tell me about it. Tell me, once you have to go, you got to go. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
there's
great.
Go now.
We used to tell my mum, when she has to go, she gets up and she does this little, like this, and we used to call it the tea dance.
Yes,
Or
you had to.
or
Yeah.
the pea run and the pea dance. And she'd like wriggle around, and we used to call it the pea dance. And now I find myself, I got to go. It's like,
I gotta go now. Yeah.
every day I'm turning into my mum, doing my mother's pea dance, and it's just
Exactly.
so fun.
Okay,
thought
so
there's been this, you mentioned too, and I saw the question that there's been this offer from other countries to send troops to support.
yeah, let's see that. I've heard them offer it, so I'm wondering if they're going to do it, if they're going to
Security
accept.
people. I mean, yes,
Like
they take
Germany has offered. Somebody else has
Britain,
offered.
Canada, and France. They're
Man,
all like a few hours. Well, Canada's just,
they better say yes. That's all I'm saying is United States better say yes. And if we leave it up to 45, he's going to say no. But I don't.
investigators.
I
like
think they
we said,
stripped him.
yeah, I think investigators and all that. And it's like
Boart is a QAnon, and she knew about the plot. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive
yeah,
she did.
I think she knew. Like I said, she's going to have to do some quick talking to keep her ass out. But I saw jail there too.
Let me see her in public here in Colorado. Let me see her in public here.
Yeah.
I will take. I will be that. I'll be that Karen for her. I'll be Karen for you, honey.
Well, I mean, it would be galling for America to have to accept an offer of basically what can only be described as peacekeeping troops. But
we've helped so many other people. If we need help on our own land, why not?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's reasonable if they need extra people.
I keep on getting the Emperor. This is the 4th time I've thrown. Every time the Emperor has come out. Authority.
I never saw Trump as the Emperor. To me, that's always been the rule of law and stability overriding things.
Stable, self-control, self-discipline, logical, tradition. Tradition. That's what the thing is. A tradition is going to rule the roost. That's what it's going to say.
What I've got here is the 4 of Swords reversed, which not just retiring, but killing something altogether. I think Trump's going to go, no. He's going to not allow it. He's going to kibosh it. I'm
going to do a Celtic cross.
Go ahead. I've got corporation and family. It's all about money for him. If they accept help from other troops, he can't then say, okay, we're going to deploy extra troops and I'm going to need money for that, and then nick it. Because you can trust me that $800 million that was supposed to go from the defense budget to the war
went right into 45's pocket.
And he just,
That's why he needed that wall to go so that he can pay whoever's doing the wall.
No, it's going to be. I don't see them accepting it. I don't see Trump accepting it, and McConnell would not even bring it to the floor for a vote, because they'd have to go to a vote, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
To accept the troops.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think this is a military decision.
Yeah. Okay.
I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Messenger at the end.
Something to look at. Okay. Here's the 2 cards right here. Ending death. I got the ending for the base. I was doing a Celtic cross, and here is the message: collaboration. Right off the bat. So I don't know.
I got the Tower in the immediate future. Because I'm going to be on if over the next till next basically next Friday, I'm going to be on tap. If anyone wants to come on and do a live and stuff, send me an email and I'll come on and talk and, you know, be available. I got this for the next few days that they're going to need help. I think they might, except from Canada, who are going through their own troubles. There's betrayal. I got this too, but I got it in what people see. People see a country that can't avoid the drastic change that's going to come about, that has to come about. And they know that it didn't have to be like this, but this is a catastrophic change that, yeah.
I know that the military protects the Constitution, not the presidency.
Yeah,
we're going off of the United States has been offered troops from like Germany, France. Are they going to accept the offer of help us get through this inauguration?
Trump's going to tell the military guys no, and I'm going, okay, messenger for
Trump, I don't think has any more power.
Well, we'd like to think so. Or Pence said. I think they'll talk to Pence. Pence is going to say no.
Yeah. And I don't know.
It's going to lead to, basically, it's going to lead to things happening that if that affected help, they could have had help there by Friday. And it's going to lead to, because they don't say yes, I think Pence is going to say no. But those countries are going to keep their, even though they're told no, they're going to keep those troops prepared and ready to go. If they're needed to help force through a new, you know, make sure that this person goes and stays away. Yeah, there's disruption coming, and it's not going to be. I think Pence is going to say no. Yeah, wasted opportunity, wasted resources that they're not going to use, and there's going to be some really bad things come out of it. Betrayal, heartbreak, the tower, death reversed, which means they're not going to be able to avoid what's coming anymore. It's too late. That it means they could have avoided what was coming, but they're not going to be able to now. If they'd have said yes, bring those troops over, I think a lot of those plans would have been, oh, okay. But then it might have riled more people up too. Maybe he's afraid it's going to rile.
We don't care if we rile up Trump's base anymore. Yeah. We're like, bring it on. We would rather have you bring it up, come up front, take your medicine, and then go back down. We don't care. I think that's the attitude of the United States now. Like, talk, do what you got to do.
Yeah, I know.
Out of the corner.
I think he's afraid it might stir up more violent action.
Well, there's nothing that's not going to stir up any. Yeah, I get it. They're trying to.
I think it would have quelled it. I think
they're trying to manage that.
I hope you're right that they do it. That I got no.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be things are going to be worse because they said no. If you get what I mean.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Hey, sweetie, we've got about 5 minutes left. So,
but I did get victory.
Oh,
I threw on it too. Victory. So we have victory on our hands.
Yeah, but that was on top of a negative
temperance. Yeah,
a negative orator.
Yeah, you know, victory. Mm-hmm. So I honestly think that are we going to go through some more chaos? Yeah. Yes. Are we going to win? Yeah, we're going to win. There's no way that this country is going to we're going to go through some gravy pounds, but there's no way this country is going to go down. No way. We have too much strength.
Yeah. I think they'll remain on standby for quite a while, actually. I think they'll be ready to deploy if asked by Biden's government at any stage for extra help, they'll be ready to go. They're not going to just tell everyone to stand down and don't be prepared to act with 24 hours notice or something. They're going to say, look, we'll be staying ready if you need us. Do that, but I don't think Pence is going to accept.
So this is the thing I think Biden is going to do when he gets in. He's going to call them terrorists, and once they are considered terrorists, our military can get involved.
Yep, they are. They're domestic terrorists. Yeah, he's getting his shot today, the second Pfizer shot.
Yeah, he got that. Oh, yeah. Have you been watching about the planes? How the airlines are kicking all the Trump supporters off of the airplanes?
Good.
Because they can under the terrorist clause that they consider them terrorists and local terrorists, and they have been kicking them all off the planes, and they're not able to get home. The best thing about that is that means FBI knows who you are. I mean, if you guys took an airplane into that city, how dumb are you?
You're on the watch list. A lot of them can't. Their passports have been seized and everything.
Oh my God!
I was watching I was watching Kelly, and I said to hubby, I said, look at this video. This is Joe Biden getting his shot. And because he wanted to show it going, he wore a polo shirt. I think a lot of people watching that would have been really surprised, because that is not a frail and weakly man. That is a very strong person.
Yes.
I've seen people my age who are in worse shape than him. He is fit and he is healthy, and it shows. Yes. And he's still got muscle when he bends his arm, and it's like,
I know he's still got that. Well, he's been doing the gym all of his life, running, and exercising, and
fit man. And anyone who saw that would realize that physically he's not what he was painted to be. And I think there's also people who are realizing that. But I know you had to go, sweetie. If anyone's got,
I can do one more question. Let's go ahead.
One more question for Sheila.
Yeah, one more question we can do.
Quick. Squawk what's the okay. He is good looking.
Biden was an extremely good looking man in his younger age too.
Yes, he was. Yeah, the honey. Okay.
His wife keeps him fit.
She's great. I've got a question for you.
It's always the darkest before the dawn.
I've got a question. Rudy Giuliani.
Yep. Let's do that. Let me see what's going on with Rudy Giuliani.
Prepare for combat. Did he say Mortal Kombat? I don't remember.
We'll come through this. We are Americans.
Have you heard my latest name for Trump?
No.
Shit given.
Yes.
What I love is Steve Colbert, when he puts up any headline from anywhere that's got Trump's name in it, he'll go T, asterisk, 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 and maybe a thing and an S if it's Trump's, but he will not put his whole name up on it.
He's so tough. You're right. Biden is a Scorpion, so he can be nice and kind, and he goes through and he knows what to do because they're very, very sharp people. I mean, they are very sharp thinking, and so. But he is a Scorpion. So when he has that moment, he's going to use that stinger. I believe it.
I have a good friend. She's a lawyer and she's a Scorpion.
Yep.
And she's a reserve Air Force officer, and she can cut you down.
I love them. I love Scorpions in law enforcement, in lawyers, and they're just sharp people.
Yeah. He has got the prosecution going against him. Rest and retirement, real rest and retirement coming at him. He has got so many problems he can't even foresee. The Trump people are going to throw him under a bus. It's going to happen so quickly. It's going to be blink and you miss it. He has got no support. He's going to be abandoned. They're going to look into his finances, and he's going to be tempered. he's going to be tempted. I think jail for this man.
I did get right off the bat. I got justice.
Yeah.
And then what over top of him was the Seven of Swords. So that's the two cards that I threw. Justice and the Seven of Swords right over top of him, which is beware, deceit, and betrayal, of course. And we have the High Priestess, which is the judge presiding over him. We have the Seven of Wands. He'll be defending his boundaries, meaning he'll need his own lawyer. Going, withdraw. And from the whole situation, changing his priorities, he's gonna have to start defending who he is and what has happened and everything. And then the thing about that is diligence and ambitious youth comes out. So I don't know what that means, like that diligent, ambitious youth. Maybe that's the. Let me ask one more question. See if he gets convicted and thrown in jail.
Ambitious, diligent youth. I just have to thought go through my head that often with people in his positions when they're
he's hoping for the best.
Every court case that they ever did will be under a review. So people be let out. And also I put up my disclaimer. So I always put up my disclaimer. I've always gotten the idea that he got rid of the Italian mob to make room for the Russian. It was never about New York for him. It was about getting rid of this theatre of bad guys so this other theatre of bad guys could take over.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Rudy Giuliani, but he looks like he has complete success and fulfillment somehow, steady progress and fighting and bickering. But he for some reason he gets to juggle his finances and his demands. And we have the Knight of Wands, which is that new travel. So is he going to? He's just going to leave the country and do something somewhere else? I don't know. All right, my dear. Well, I'll
have a look at that. Thank you, my darling. Thanks for joining us. You have a great day, and
thank you.
Soon. And anytime you want to chat, let me know. The good thing about this and all that is we don't have to go live or anything. We can just have a lovely face-to-face.
Okay, is true.
We'll talk to you later. Thanks,
bye,
guys. I'm just going to go get a quick drink and
bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, just me now, my darling. Thank you so much to Sheila. It's lovely to be able to have a quick catch up with her. And Keisha, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Still got stuff to talk about. Wow, just watching the news today and watching the threat assessments coming out of the FBI and stuff. Just letting you guys know that my phone's going to be near me at all times. If you want me to come on and do a live, I can pretty well do it any time of day that maybe like afternoon your time, which is sleep hours mine. But yeah, you can always send me an email and say, oh, can you please do a live and stuff like that. Notices have been sent out by the bad dudes with for the state capitals from the 16th to the 20th. They're going to plan and be there. Washington from the 17th to the 20th. Mayor Mosley, Bowery, I'm sorry, I no disrespect meant to this remarkable woman, the mayor of Washington, D.C. She's asked for the National Guard presence till at least and heightened security and everything till at least the 24th. And yeah, there's so much. I've got so many notes. In 1945, when he was sworn in for, I think, his second or third term, Franklin D. Roosevelt did not take the inauguration, did not happen at the Capitol. They did it at the White House due to, wartime concerns and everything. There has been suggestions that they move the inauguration into the Dome or to the White House so that Biden did no weak point of a cavalcade going from one building to the next and stuff like that. And so are they going to move the inauguration into the, I'll ask first, will they move it to the White House? That way he can just walk inside and get on with it. Will they move it to the White House? Hi, Sherry French. And thank you for the thumbs up. Will they move the inauguration to the White House? There's some they're thinking about it, weighing the pros and cons. They do think that it might lessen the threat risk. Lessen that. It's the 10 of Swords, but it's reversed. Yeah, less threat. Less chance of hurt. It's not like it's without precedent to do this, but some people might feel like it's too much of a upset. It would show too much instability and make people feel like they're at war, I guess. So it's certainly not something that the Republicans would approve. I think it's not something that they want. Yeah, I think that this is not going to happen. There's going to be a block of this. Biden's going to say, look, no, I think. They're still trying to push for this idea. There's still some people pushing for this idea. But I think that, tradition, go with tradition. If you move it to the White House, it would, well, in some cases it would be wise. People might feel it's undermining Trump, and so if they feel it might be unwise to do that, that they would be, his supporters would be stirred into another frenzy by holding it at the White House in a place that's supposed to be Trump's until he's sworn in, stir them up. So I don't see people I don't see them doing it, although I do think they have a backup plan. I do think they'll have it ready to go if it's needed, if they feel that it's necessary. But yeah, I think they'll. Will they put it? Will they then move it into the rotunda under the dome? Will they move the inauguration off the steps and into the dome then? I'll go with a yes, no on that. Will they move the inauguration from these steps, even though Biden has declared he is not afraid to be outside on the steps to take the oath? I think he really wants to do that as a show of, you haven't intimidated me. You haven't got what you want. You know, you're not going to see me cowering type of thing. Will they move it here to the dome? Let's talk about it. Knight of Wands, again, there's restraint. I think they're prepared to do it if the threat level is high enough. This is the devil. It's investigation. So it's like restraint. If they feel like they have to do it. The wheel. They feel it's really, all that really matters is that one administration is formally ended and another is formally started. This is the wheel. Is that this change happens. They are investigating all threats. Here it is again, start of one journey. So it's really important that this change happens, that the end of one administration and the start of another, that formality is done, and that it's done for all people to see. There is a great burden on security forces with this, and they're trying to work with Biden and Harris's people. They don't want to validate Trump. They see him as a greedy king. They don't want to validate him in any way by feeling that he can say, you know, they didn't. He's threatening to block Biden plans. What Eight of Swords, and they're at the ready to constrict things and bring things down. I think I've got a couple of backup plans. The Rotunda is one, and the White House might be the other. But they still want to do it, and Biden wants to do it out in the open. What is he's threatening to block Biden plans? Can't Biden? Clarence, can you tell me a bit more about that comment, please? Trump is threatening to block what? Hi, Wildheart. Hi, 2535. Hi, Be Kind to War. Yeah, Lauren Boebert, that's her name. Deutsche Bank has severed ties with Donald Trump. Oh, Joe Manchin. Yeah, he's one, and he just say, "Look, I'll become a Republican." He won't, because he's firmly in a Democratic stronghold, I think, and he knows that. He might have trouble retaining. I wonder when he's up for re-election. Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley could be put on the no-fly list. Oh, I think that if they do it out on the steps, he's going to be completely surrounded by bulletproof perspex. You know, really, I don't really care what celebrities have to say about the Capitol riot. Does that sound horrible? Hi, be kind to all. No. Ted Cruz can go on a cruise. Hi, Running Slop. Hi, Anne H. Yeah, Ted Cruz can't go anywhere because he and Josh Hawley have been put on the no-fly list. Could be put on the no-fly list. Will, I'm going to ask, will Pence enact the 25th to stop Pelosi's impeachment? Let's ask that. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Thank you. I hope that clarity and insight into the questions and answers. So, what was I going to ask? Oh, will Pence enact the 25th? Ace of Pentacles. That's a yes. I think he's getting pressure from a lot of donors. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a yes. He's still investigating it, but he knows it will create chaos. But if he's going to do it, he's going to do it really, really quickly. He's going to say, if you do this, we can argue that you're non-competent, not responsible for your actions. Ace of Swords. I wouldn't be telling any more than the truth. Four of Wands, minor celebration. I think they just want him gone because apparently he can appeal, but it takes 21 days for the appeal process to happen. But once he's handed that paper, he's no longer in charge. 10 of Cups. There's still a chance they may do it. I think they're still threatening him with it. Page of Cups. They feel like he's beyond help. He's like a child, emotionally unstable. Still picking through all the details. I mean, come on, guys. You guys may as well admit that you're... Hello, Rondell. Yes, I do Tuesday nights from 9 p.m. my time, 11 p.m. yours. Judgment. Judgment will come out for the decision, ultimately. You know, I think they have to look to the future, but not in terms of Trump's base. Trump's base is, you know, going to end up either slowly being disillusioned or never being disillusioned. And if you don't get them, well, you know, Trump's base is not going to be as powerful as they seem to fear it is going to be. It will be for a while, but in the next year, yes, still some, but by 2024, there's not going to be as much. Judgment will come out in favour of them if they do it. Still looking at details. I think they're still holding it over his head to try and get him to resign. He's not going to resign. Somebody asked me the other day if he was going to leave in the next 5 days. There's a possibility, and I did come up with them using the 25th to threaten him. But I think the truth is going to come out. You see this staircase? The windmills of his mind? Well, yeah, there's windmills there, all right. Hi, J Cat Lady. Joe Manchin. Look, the DNC can expel members, but, you know, they don't want to get rid of him now because, honestly, if they lose him and he goes Republican, they've lost the majority. They need him. So they're just going to let him float along. If he causes a little bit of kerfuffle here and there, they'll just fine, but they need him. Until they can get a clear majority at the end of 2022, they're going to need that guy there, that Manchin. So, yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you, Sharon Granger. Just going to have a quick drink. Yes, drinking out of the bottle. My mum dragged me up to be a proper lady, she did. Still an actor. He's got until sometime, till the end of like another 12 hours or so. Crying about the unfairness. Yes, that the carriers are not taking them, and that's good. Is that vodka? No, running slop. That is diet lemonade. Diet lemonade. Invoking the 25th could cause him to do something worse. Yes, but he could also be placed into involuntary custody, be taken for a medical assessment, which I would imagine would be the first step. Yeah. They are going Oh, a lot of those people who were outraged as Kathy Griffin, which I think Kathy Griffin kid was, you know, beyond the pale. She definitely shouldn't have done it. There's free speech and then there's, you know, implicit threat, and that was taken as implicit threat. But they're going to get a taste of what it's been like for her for the last few years. She's not able to go overseas or work overseas or anything like that. She gets, cancelled, lost jobs, lost gigs, lost, you know, publishers, all sorts of things. And all because, she thought she was being edgy and she thought she was being edgy and sartorial. She wasn't taking, she thought she was being edgy and sartorial. That she wasn't taking part in any insurrection. Will any, they have, some of them have, but will any GOP step forward to call out the big lie? I mean, Mitch McConnell's done it. He did it like ages ago. He did it again the other day. I think they can do it, but it's not going to do much good. The Star, it might offer some hope. Ace of Cups. Appeal to their emotions. Seven of Wands. Now they're going to stand their ground, but Justice. Seven of Pentacles. They can try, but they've pushed this by allowing it to go ahead. By not denying it, every single one of them with solidarity from the start, they've allowed it to go ahead. They've allowed these people to feel justified in what they're doing. They've stood by and just let the continued whipping up of these people into a frenzy happen. And those who haven't, those who have been speaking out, have been denounced by the president. So people have stopped listening to them because the president's denounced them. It might send some people home. It's a hope that if they speak out, it might send some people home. But I think things have just gone too far. They don't want to hit, as far as that, anyone who doesn't repeat what Trump says is not telling the truth. Oh, Dave. Okay. Expelling a state to get rid of one senator is no party should have a. This should never be. No party should be full of yes men, complete blind yes men. There's always room for someone to say, "Well, I don't agree with this, and I look at things a different way." He might not be particularly likable, but he is needed. Oh, I've never found Kathy Griffin very funny. Some of these people would have been threatening her, and that she's gotten death threats and all that, and probably for us. Yeah. Okay. We've looked at Laura Bobert, whatever her name is. I want to look at Mo Brooks. He spoke at that rally. What's in store for him? He's a rep. They're not going to try and get rid of Manchin because they need that seat. Mo Brooks, the Empress. Man has a fertile imagination. His challenge for him is to avoid prosecution. I mean, he's got possibilities. The possibilities with him are endless, but possibilities for what? For mischief, for causing mischief. But his challenge at the moment is to avoid prosecution. Knight of Swords at the base of the reading for him. This is investigations. And his life possibly becoming a little bit chaotic. Read what you say. You've got the Seven of Pentacles and the past actions leading up to the present. As Autumn from Black and Gold loves to say, the weed of crime bears bitter fruit. It's her favourite quote from The Shadow, which I love that movie. So his weed of crime is going to start bearing some bitter fruit for him. Two of Cups, agreements, partnerships. It's going to come out, this is in the air over him, above him, agreements and partnerships. News is going to come out about that. In his immediate future, he's got some confusion happening. Gaslighting. He's going to try and hide something in the immediate future. Marjorie Taylor Greene, yes, I can do her. I wrote her down earlier, actually. She is ramping up. In his environment, urge to retire. I think he might be getting pressure to resign. Eight of Wands. People see someone who has to move on and move on quickly. This is momentum. They see someone they don't want there. What's his hopes and fears? He's hoping that he can stay where he is, but he's fearing that he might have to start on a whole new journey. He's hoping he's going to be prepared for it too, but he's fearing he's not going to be prepared. I think he's already starting to feel the backlash. His outcomes, the wheel, a change. Five of Cups, loss and regret. Ace of Wands, investigations, truth coming out. Hi, Annie, yes. King of Pentacles, he's backing of the King of Pentacles. His money. Oh, some of the stuff he's done for money. I'm pleased to say that when I said that these guys were going to start losing part of the consequences, they were going to lose donors and all that. I was right. Yay. King of Pentacles. Yeah, he's energy, investigations, the Ace of Wands. looking at him with new energy. He was pretty well flying under the radar for a while, but now people are taking a second look at him. And his little kingdom, they're going to be looking at his money, where he got his money from, this, that, the other. He's opened himself up for a whole world of hurt. No sympathy. No sympathy. Hi, Sharon Lee. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's have a look at her. I know people's asked about Jim Jordan and Nat Gates and Ron Johnson. I will do readings on them at some stage, but at the moment, they're just out there, out front. I was pleased to see that coach from New York or New Jersey or whoever it is refused to accept the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That was very good to see. There was a huge earthquake in Russia. Yeah. 45 visit to Texas. I'll have a look at that too. Marjorie Taylor Greene. What's going on with her? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, fresh investigations. Her challenge. Her challenge to remain in the House. Hi, Anne Rudd. At the base of this reading is justice, balanced and fair. Now, this is the House. Her challenge is to remain in the House. At the base of the reading is justice. Her actions leading up to where she's King of Wands. Her efforts at renewal. Her efforts leading up to her efforts to get Trump in office. 8 of Cups, walking away. This is over the reading. 8 of Wands, momentum, movement, travel, communications, quick, speedy. This is in her immediate future. Travel away, momentum away. In her environment, I got the Page of Pentacles, and the phrase that went through my mind was she didn't cover her tracks well enough. I don't know if that makes any sense. Geek Hillbilly, hello. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, yeah. Deborah Costro, hi. What other people see when they look at her? They see someone who thrives on conflict, who lives to create conflict. What are her hopes and fears? is that she's made that the tipping point. There's a tipping point coming to her, and she hopes it's going to go in her favour, but she fears it's not going to. Her outcomes: Four of Swords, rest and retirement. The Devil, bad habits. Ten of Cups, death and rebirth. A change she can't avoid. The Devil, pay the devil a deuce. Death and rebirth. The Republican. She might get booted out of the Republican Party. There's a change coming to her that she cannot avoid. I think she might get, she's too much even for the Republican Party. But I think she might have to resign, or she might get booted out. I think a lot of those people who had committee assignments, a lot of those people who voted no, who had committee assignments, they're going to be losing their committee assignments for a while. They're going to have to earn back some trust, some of them. Some of them will never earn back that trust and they'll be gone. But, yeah. Oh, Geek Hillbilly, really? Please take care. And are you going to step up? You're putting on the uniform again next week? Bless you, Geek Hillbilly. Please take care, be careful. And, yeah. And all plaudits to you for stepping up and being there for your community. Texas. What is Trump going to do in Texas today? Why is Trump going to Texas? What's he going to be doing? What's he talking to the governor about? Yes, National Guard's being called up all over the country because of the threats, the credible threats. The National Guard being called up all over the place, not just to go to Washington, but to go to the capitals of the states. What is Trump doing in Texas? They will. Not, you know, I get the picture that it might be like they've asked for an extra 5,000. There's 50 states. That's 100 National Guard. That's 100 guardsmen from each state. That still leaves, I think, plenty of guardsmen for their own states. So, you know. That's an interesting question. There'll always be people who want money. So, yeah, there'll be lawyers there who'll be willing to represent Trump. Anyway, what is Trump up to in Texas? Guides? Thank you for helping bring clarity and insight into the question of what Trump's agenda by going to Texas. Upset the balance. Hidden meetings. Geek Hillbilly, are you in Kentucky? Two of Pentacles, manipulation, balancing two things. Six of Pentacles, deals, upset deals. Not sharing, gathering resources to himself. Burden. King of Pentacles, corruption, unstable, judgment. He's going to try and swing judgment to his side again. Is it a cover? Seven of Wands. To disrupt boundaries. Southeastern Kentucky. Wow. Around Lexington Way? Or a bit south of that. Ten of Swords reversed. He's not there for any good. Is the Trump, is this trip to Kentucky a cover for him to meet with other people? Near hazard. Okay. One of my favourite authors lives in Kentucky. She lives in Lexington, I think. Four of Swords. Forced arrest. The Devil. I think so things don't, to hide from exposure. No, it's not a cover for him to meet with other. Well, yes, it is. Did it do 9? Justice, loss, overflow of emotions, try to cling on to power, 3 of Cups, meeting with people. I think he's using it also as an opportunity to meet with some people to talk more about him trying to stay in power. Or maybe is he going to try and flee the country? Oh, yeah. And even Parler can't get there because their server, AWS, has kicked them out. Okay. Is Trump going to try and flee out of Texas? Is Trump going to try and flee the country out of Texas? Sometimes I think I wish he would, so people can see what a coward he is. Running away. If he so believes he should be in power, what's he doing running away from the people who are forever staining their names and forever putting their families to shame and are going to be forever tainted and their lives ruined because they followed him? Is Trump going to try and flee the country out of Texas? Is he going to flee the country out of Texas? He said he was going to inspect the wall or something. So maybe movement to calmer waters. That's a big yes. We're going to try and flee. That's a no, that's a moon, but things coming to light. Wheel of Fortune, yes. The Magician, he's got everything ready to go there. He's got everything set up to do it. Knight of Pentacles. He's had reliable people lined up. Secret agenda. It's movement, momentum again. Yeah, here he is. The false knight. Movement, momentum. He could be trying to skip the country. Will he succeed? That's what I want to know. I mean, he is the commander-in-chief, so technically the plane would have to fly where told, but like I said, long time viewers to me, we'll see that I've always seen him trying to go but not succeeding. Will he succeed? Will he succeed? Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, momentum, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups, no. Lost. Towers, a no. Judgment, Eight Cups, no. Nine of Celebration, with a maybe. Now I think he's going to be exposed. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think he's definitely going to try. He might even get close, but or he might succeed in leaving but not be able to land anywhere. He might not be allowed into another place's airspace, and if he goes to Mexico, they'll boot him back. They'll bring him back. So he's fit to flee, not going to be successful. Be strong and run away. No, he can still use the plane until the 20th. It's after the inauguration of Joe Biden, when he's no longer in office. He can use Marine One to take him to an airport where he can board a private plane. But yeah, until he's there, he can still use Air Force One and stuff because he's still the president. Sorry, guys, just a bit dry. Wow, there's so many questions, so many things to look at here. I've got so many notes from the last few days and watching things. Is he in Texas now? Will the US elections get an overhaul? They don't really need an overhaul, Rondell. I think the Electoral College, I think that's what they're going to look at. I did a reading on that a while ago, and I'll do another one after the confirmation, the inauguration. But I do believe, along with many others, that the Electoral College will be removed. That system will be removed. Will he incite more violence? Oh, Voice of America. Pompeo popped up. King of Swords, maybe. Yes. Maybe. It's being watched. It's being watched. Four of Wands. No celebrations. Nine of Cups, that's a yes. The World reversed. No. Temperance reversed. No. Three of Wands, yes. Eight of Cups, no. Eight of Cups, yes. Queen of Wands. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, going to try. He's going to try. They're going to try and tamp down his rhetoric, but he's still going to come out with stuff. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. Hi, Linda B. How are you? I got my tiredness is. I was up extra early this morning. I did have a sleep this afternoon to prep for tonight, and I was up like a good 3 hours earlier than normal. So my brain's sort of shutting down a bit, but you know. What I think I might do is, hi C Sims, yes, I understand. Pompeo did a speech on Voice of America today, and it was pretty, he did not once mention the Capitol riot. There were no questions on it. He's staying away. I have a theory on why Chow and DeVos and Chad Wolf have resigned. Personally, when they said they'd stay till the 20th, I think they've resigned not out of disgust or dismay or whatever with Trump. That's the message they're putting forward. I think that they've resigned to make it harder for Pence to get 8 members of cabinet to help enact the 25th Amendment. So are these cabinet resignations an attempt to hamper efforts to hamper being able to nobble the 25th Amendment being used? Five of Wands. The Hermit, 5 of Pentacles. No. 6 of Pentacles. I thought it might be, but this is no. They're all just trying to save their own skins. They don't want to be seen as at least Chad Wolf approved everything that the mayor of Washington DC asked for before he resigned. One decent thing before he went. What I think I might do is, I got these cards the other day. They came with the magazine. Well, I bought the magazine to get the cards, and the Angels of Wisdom cards. I'm going to wrap up a wee bit earlier tonight. It certainly can't hurt if you do that, Joe G. Call your reps. And you know what? There's no reason why Mitch McConnell can't agree to an emergency recall of the Senate to deal with impeachment immediately. He's scared. He won't do the 25th because he's scared they'll come after him again. He's scared he'll become a target. There's already enough fears and enough credible threats against people. He's scared. And he doesn't want to have to be put in the position of having to pardoning Trump or being urged to pardon Trump. Okay, I've got these Angels of Positivity cards. So I thought before I go, I'll pull a few cards and see what messages the angels have. Angels of Positivity, the Angels of Wisdom card. Clarity, Angels of Clarity, there's Angels of Positivity, there's Angels of a lot of things. So one, an Angel of Miracle, the Angel of Miracle, the Angel of Principles. Each one is an angel of different things, and the Angel of Elements. Right, so the Angel of Miracles. I know I am loved because this angel shows me her power to create unimaginable good. Okay? These are some messages from angels. The Angel of Principles. I know this is my guardian angel because she helps me create good karma. Okay? And the Angel of the Elements. This angel lets me know of its presence with its power over the natural world. So, just know that the people there, the spirits are with you. They're loving you. They're there to help you breathe. Ask your angels to help you breathe, to help you take deep breaths in and out, and and ask your angels for the reassurance that you need, that you are loved, and you will get it. you don't, creating karma, good karma is not always about going out and doing good deeds. It's about thinking good things and about being positive in what you ask for and what you wish for others, and not being negative. It might be hard to sit here and say you hope and you wish for President Trump to get help. You hope and you wish that he can be removed from office because he's a danger not just to everyone but to himself as well. But don't wish harm. So go on the higher vibrations. Yes, it's okay to want to wish him gone, to want to wish him out of office. You want to. It's okay to wish that they will enact the 25th to remove someone who's a danger to himself and others. But don't go along the path that those people who stormed the Capitol did. They had a choice. They had a choice to believe in the power of writing to representatives, not wishing harm to those people who do not agree with them, but still expressing their right. They could have protested peacefully, but they took that wrong path. The third angel, the angel of the elements, this angel lets me know its presence with its power over the natural world. Go and have a look at, go and stand outside if you can, if it's not too cold, if it's in a warmer climate, or even if it's a cool night. If you can, go and stand outside and take a deep breath and look around you and take in what is around you in the natural world, and take from that, draw in some good energy, and from that, from what is feeling in the air, reach out and send positive energy out in the natural world yourself, and draw positive energy in from the natural world. The young noose gets a bit tight, yeah. So that's the messages from the angels. They're really nice cards. So the name of the angel is on the back of each one, and then what they're there on the other one. So it's their message is on the other side. They're nice cards. Angels of Wisdom, they're called. There's 50 of them. From www.aceville.com/SAS2OT. No, that's me. Oh, I got these with a copy of Soul and Spirit magazine, so they might only have been made for that. But if you look for acevilleproductions.com, you might be able to get them there. Yeah, aceville.com. I think they're great for if you want a really quick lift to your spirit. Okay, everyone. I usually have my phone nearby for family reasons and stuff as well. So if you want, oh God, it'd be great to hear from Chris. you can email me, and if I can, I'll hop on as quick as possible. Otherwise, I'm planning to come back again on Thursday morning my time. And yeah, I'm just shutting down a bit, so going to finish up a bit early. Many thanks, of course, to Sheila for joining us earlier. And yeah, prayers and blessings and hopes going out to you. Stay strong, stay safe, stay loving. And yeah, I will have a look at things over the weekend, over next week on Thursday. But if you need me, let me know and I'll come on earlier. Okay? Thank you.